Today we're covering some obscure news, covering a topic many in the West don't know about, but have serious implications for global security. So we ask ourselves, does the unfolding situation in Transnistria hold serious implications for Moldova and Ukraine? Now, that's a question that's been echoing around the globe lately. To understand why, we need to first delve into what's happening in Transnistria. This region, wedged between Moldova and western Ukraine, has been making headlines as it reaches out to Russia and the Kremlin for help and protection. There's an air of trepidation that's seeping into the neighboring nations of Moldova and Ukraine as they watch this play out. Transnistria, with its geopolitical location, has always held a significant position. It's a sliver of land that straddles the border of the East and the West, making it a potential flashpoint in these volatile times. The recent escalation of tensions between Russia and Ukraine has only added fuel to the fire, bringing Transnistria under the spotlight. The region, once a part of the Soviet Union or USSR, is now a hotspot of uncertainty and fear. The question remains, how will this situation unfold, and what will be the repercussions for Moldova, Ukraine, and perhaps for the rest of the world? To understand the present, we delve into the past. Transnistria, a narrow strip of land sandwiched between Moldova and Ukraine, has been a region of contention since the fall of the Soviet Union. Back in the early 90s, as the Soviet Union disintegrated, Transnistria declared itself an independent state, a move not recognized by the international community. This bold declaration led to a brief but intense conflict, known as the Transnistria War. Despite a ceasefire in July of 1992, the war resulted in a frozen conflict, with Transnistria operating as a de facto state, yet remaining officially part of Moldova. Now, let's fast forward to more recent times. The war in Ukraine, starting in 2014, reignited tensions in this already volatile region. Russia's involvement in Ukraine has not only sparked international outcry, but has also raised eyebrows in Transnistria, given its significant Russian-speaking population. In 2022, the situation escalated further. Accusations of false flag operations in Transnistria heightened tensions between Russia and Ukraine. In the same year, Russia faced internal challenges with explosions in Belgorod and anti-aircraft fire in Kursk and Voronezh, causing further instability in the region. Meanwhile, the United States Congress revived Lend-Lease facilities to expedite weapons shipments to Ukraine, with President Biden seeking approval for a $33 billion spending package. The European Union countries also took a stand against Russia, with Germany supporting a ban on Russian oil and Sweden hinting at joining NATO. Amidst all this, Russia continued its shelling and limited gains in eastern Ukraine, resulting in many civilian casualties. The ongoing evacuations and attacks in key Ukrainian cities like Odessa highlighted the escalating conflict. In light of these developments, Transnistria, fearing for its stability and security, made the controversial request for Russian protection. A move that has not only stoked the flames of conflict, but also increased the fear and uncertainty in the region. And so, we find ourselves in the present, with Transnistria seeking Russian assistance amid a climate of fear and uncertainty. The tremors from Transnistria are being felt strongly in Moldova and Ukraine. Moldova, also a former Soviet republic, finds itself in a precarious position. With democratic aspirations, it is now grappling with the specter of a potential Russian invasion, a threat heightened by the instability in the Transnistria region. Uncertainty looms large, with the Moldovan citizens caught in a dilemma. torn between their future and the ongoing war in Ukraine. For Ukraine, already dealing with Russian aggression, the situation in Transnistria adds another layer of complexity. With Russian forces making strategic advances and facing resistance, the Ukrainian forces are stretched thin. The escalation in Transnistria could potentially redirect resources and attention, further straining Ukraine's defensive efforts. The implications of these developments are far-reaching. The potential for escalation in Transnistria not only threatens Moldova's democratic future, but also has serious ramifications for Ukraine's fight against Russian advances. This is not just a local issue. The ripples of this conflict could destabilize the wider region, influencing global dynamics and potentially altering the geopolitical landscape. The implications for both Moldova and Ukraine, and indeed the wider region, are profound and potentially destabilizing. In these times of uncertainty, understanding is our greatest ally. We've navigated the complex landscape of Transnistria, a region caught in the crossfire of geopolitical tensions. Its plea for Russian protection has sent ripples of fear through neighboring Moldova and Ukraine, already embroiled in their own conflicts. The timeline of events paints a picture of escalating tensions, marked by strategic advances, resistance, and accusations of false flag operations. The implications for Moldova and Ukraine are incredibly significant. Moldova, a former Soviet republic with democratic aspirations, faces a potential threat from the Transnistria region. Ukraine, caught in a war with Russia and spread very thin, must grapple with the possibility of a two-front conflict. Both nations stand on a precipice, their futures uncertain. This crisis, however, extends beyond their borders. The international community must remain vigilant. The weaponization of gas supplies, the prospect of NATO expansion, and the potential for regional instability all underscore the broader geopolitical implications of the Transnistrian issue. As we watch events unfold in Transnistria, we must remember the potential ripple effects on Moldova, Ukraine, and beyond. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think will happen with this tense situation in the comments. Stick around for more great videos. Stay aware out there.